Hey there, my friends. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're here for the first time, welcome for the first time. In this video, we're going to look at a really fun wrecked, I think it's a straight pour actually. I wrote ring pour, I think, but I actually think it's a straight pour. We'll see in the footage ahead. But anyway, I have a few different metallics. As you can see, I've got a copper. That dark gray color is a extreme sheen pewter. And then of course I have white, and then we have a gold over there to the side. So most of this is actually really metallic, with the exception of my purple, and that one that I just poured in, the other one that I just poured in was a bronze color. So everything is pretty much metallic except for my purple and my black. I do have a black, and my white, and the other colors are all metallic. And the pewter is definitely an extreme sheen. I'm not quite sure if that gold is, to be honest with you. It might be, and it also might not be. I don't really recall. But anyway, please remember that this is part of our Tuesday evening premiere train, and I am so sad. I'm really, my heart is kind of crying over this, but I do understand scheduling can sometimes be pretty difficult. But our sweet, lovely, beautiful friend Camille of Camille Amoy Art has recently announced that she's going to have to take some time off from our train, and I'm already missing her. Really very sad about this. I will miss you so much, Camille, but I totally understand. I sometimes have my own challenges too with making content for this channel, and even being here sometimes for the train. And sometimes I do miss because of scheduling difficulties, so I understand. And this is a totally non-related event. We actually found out a couple weeks ago that Joanne of Joanne Ralston Art is joining us, and we're happy to have her. And we actually thought we were going to be having her along with Camille, as well as the other artists who have been on this train, including myself, Lori Houston, and Nate Bright. And we just thought it was going to become the five of us, but and just as Joanne is about to start, Camille had to make the choice to take time off from the train. So very sad about that. But anyway, we're very happy to have Joanne, and I'm happy also to be able to say that Lori, myself, and Nate are still with the train. And as you can see here, I've just been layering up this cup, getting it ready to pour on this canvas. And I really actually had wanted to present this before Halloween because of the coloring. But I think it is still fun for, well, really probably any time of year, but certainly that we're still in fall, and not that it's really fall colors. Well, some of them are, but the purple, yeah, I don't know. I kind of think it was fun for a Halloween vibe, really, but I'm still just going to show it to you anyway. So here we can see the cup, super fun colors. My intention for putting the gold down, now this actually makes me think that this might have been an extreme sheen gold, because I would only have been putting that down if I was hoping for cells to come up. So as you can tell, probably by my uncertainty, I actually did this painting well over a year ago, and I actually had intended to present this last year before Halloween, and I missed that. So then I waited this whole year intending to present it before this Halloween, which was just a couple of days ago, or just actually yesterday. I'm getting really confused on my dates and when this is going to premiere as I'm doing my voiceover, as you can probably tell. Well, I guess it just goes to show you don't have to be perfect to make a YouTube video or have a YouTube channel. You know, just do your best and be warm and inviting, and, you know, present good material of whatever your theme is, and you'll draw people to you. So you don't have to be perfect, my friends. If you have something you like doing, just make content, just film it and make a channel out of it, and you'll do fine. So yeah, that was a straight pour with a little bit of a twist there at the end, still kind of in the straight pour category, but I'd been a little bit not remembering that at the time I added that beautiful title, so that's all right. So anyway, I must have had those colors in the corners must have actually been extreme sheen. Otherwise, I wouldn't have probably been thinking that putting them there might give me some cells, which I don't know in the end if I really got cells in those areas anyway. So I swirled that center around. So this was also back before I figured out some of my better lighting strategies. I do have a little bit better lighting strategies at this point than to have a big glare kind of in the center of my canvas. But back in my earlier days of filming, I just hadn't figured that out. So when I do show some of this older footage and bring it forth into current times, like I'm doing right now, and in what's going to end up being November of 2022, then you can tell that there are some things that kind of give away that I wasn't doing things as well within my video creations and my filming setup as I later learned to do. So but everything's a progression. It's just, yeah, when I film things now, I do get better results. And honestly, I've currently been working, when I have done paintings more recently that are actually done more recently, I'm actually not using as good of a lighting setup as I eventually figured out in the area I had been painting in. And I've actually gotten some video footage on that, and Lori Houston was encouraging me to present what I had figured out on that to help other people, and I do have a video largely put together on that, which I will be presenting. But I actually have moved away from that area for painting, and I do have a better lighting setup there where I get much less glare on my canvas than I even currently do when I paint, in more current times. But that said, it's still better than what you see here. I don't normally have a big glare pretty much right in the center of my painting. So here I'm coming in, giving a nice beautiful wreck. And I'm just going to give you a little hint here. I'm going to tell you that the result of this painting I could not be more pleased with. This is one of the best results that to this day I've ever gotten in a wrecked pour. And darn, if I could tell you, if I could get results like this every time, I probably would be I'd probably be doing wrecked pours at least 95% of the time, probably. But this is one of my favorite outcomes. I will just give you that much of a giveaway. And I can tell by the speed in which I'm moving that I'm really giving some thought where I'm going to wreck before I do it. Again, I think that this is another skill you can gain proficiency in with practice, and just seeing what happens as you do your wrecks, and then seeing what things worked well and what things didn't, so that you can fine-tune your wrecking action. But this was one of those things. It was just, I wouldn't say that my skill level had been well defined and understood by myself, but it was just, it just all worked out without, really even having those strategies in place. Sometimes I've overthought my wrecking and then actually gotten less desirable results, but sometimes I haven't thought it out well enough and gotten undesirable results, and then sometimes with proper thought or just going in the flow, I've gotten really good results too. So it can be kind of hit or miss, but that's really the case with fluid art, which is one of the frustrations, but also yields us to have those beautiful aha, tremendous wins, because when we win in fluid art, there's just really nothing like it. So give me a thumbs up or a comment if you can relate to that. I think that's part of the charm of fluid art. There's a lot of frustrations, a lot of unknowns, and we lose paintings sometimes, but when we have a win, there's just nothing like it. Alright, so you can start to see how this is opening up. It's absolutely incredible, but wait until you see it as this unfolds even farther. It is just, like I said, it's really one of my favorite outcomes. I would say the only thing that could maybe make it a little bit better for me is if it had been on a bigger canvas. Like if I had gotten the result I get here, but on a bigger canvas, I think that would have made it just a little sweeter. But I still really love this one. I will probably always keep this painting. And as you can see, I'm just stretching really slowly, just wanting to really maintain all of the beautiful lines and designs that are already present on the canvas, doing my best to keep them as intact as possible as I continue to stretch the paint out and open this up. And so definitely remember, if you are watching this on the replay, please check the description below for links to the other artists who are involved in this premiere train. And please be sure to visit the channels and the presentations from each of the artists, because we all do very different things, and I know that you'll be delighted. You'll see things within each of our presentations that you'll be able to draw upon, maybe learn a trick or two that you hadn't realized before or heard of before, or maybe hear or see something and just have a realization to a different depth or a different angle, even if it's within a skill or a technique that you already have some proficiency in. You might still just see something from a different angle and understand it more deeply. So I definitely encourage you to make your way around the presentations from all of the artists present in this train. And I do apologize about this glare, but I will be showing you some really nice close-ups coming up, and you'll be able to get a really good look at this. Really love all the close-up details. Look at the amazing lines and flows. I mean, this is seriously so unique. This is one of my most unique pieces. So yeah, just let me know what you think of this. Let me know what you think of the coloring. Let me know what you think of the lines. I would just love to hear your thoughts. Would you have named it something like this, or did you have any other ideas? This name came to me, Blackberry Lane, just because of the coloring and the beautiful lines that I got in it. And I really love the shimmer. You don't notice all those little dots of shimmer when you stand back from this painting, but they are there when you look at it in a really close-up type of fashion. So yeah, I would definitely love to hear your thoughts on this, and you definitely come back and see me at my channel again soon, and make sure you make your way around to the rest of the artists. And if you are here with us at the time of the premiere, then definitely follow me over to Joanne's channel, and then we'll be going to Lori after that. And actually, Nate will be premiering a little bit later tonight because he's also involved in another collaboration, and so he is going to be showing his piece a little bit later tonight, and we'll leave that information in the live chat if you are here with us at the time of premiere. And other than that, of course, you can find Nate's information and links in the description below, as well as the links to the other artists in this collaboration.